What's up, y'all? This your man, Deshaun BBN. How y'all doing this Thursday afternoon? Welcome back to another edition of the All Cats Everything and Then Some podcast. I'm your host, Deshaun. Hope y'all having a great day. Now, I don't have too much for y'all because Kentucky hasn't been playing back-to-back games like some other teams. Last Saturday, we beat Farleigh Dickinson fairly easily, no pun intended. We beat them 82-53. It was a good all-around performance from our team. We had good outings from Nick Richards, EJ Montgomery, Keon Brooks, and Ashton Hagans. EJ led the game with 25 points from Kentucky. He also added 9 rebounds. Nick Richards had 12 points and 10 rebounds, a double-double. Ashton Hagans also had a double-double. He had 11 points, 11 assists, and Keon Brooks added 15 points and 5 rebounds. It was a great game for us. We rebounded the ball well. We played defense. We took advantage of good looks. I'd probably say the only knock from this game is we didn't shoot the three ball particularly well. We went 2 of 11 from the three-point line as a team. Tyrese Maxey, he didn't play well. Neither did Johnny Juzang, but I'm not worried. I think as the season progresses, they'll start hitting these shots that they're missing, and everything will start to click. Now, some of y'all were probably ready to throw in the towel after we lost to Evansville, but I'm telling y'all, it's too early to start panicking. Now, I say it a million times. I love Big Blue Nation, but some of y'all overreact to the smallest things. Like, one loss is not the end of the world. Now, since that Evansville loss, I mean, we have played better in most of our games. Now, there was a couple games where we looked a little shaky, but we're playing better. We're getting healthy. Everything's going to be just fine. Kentucky is still a team that can potentially go to the Final Four, especially if EJ Montgomery and Nick Richards continue to play the way they're playing. Now, I'll be the first to tell you, I wasn't too hyped about Nick Richards when he came to Kentucky. I mean, especially because he really didn't do much his first 2 years. But Nick Richards is a brand new man this year, and he's playing great. And we're going to need him to continue playing great if we're going to make it to the Final Four. I mean, Nick, he's getting the easy buckets inside. He's making the defensive stops. He's grabbing the rebounds. He's doing everything we need him to do. EJ, he's also getting the buckets he's supposed to get. I mean, he can stretch the floor a little bit as a shooter. He's playing good defense. EJ Montgomery finally looks like the player that made it to the McDonald's All-American game coming out of high school. So we're going to need those two to play great in order for us to go to the Final Four. I mean, I'm not too worried about Ashton Hagans. He's played great all year. Now, he's still not a good shooter, but he's making the defensive plays. He's facilitating our offense. He's doing what he needs to do. Calipari said himself he believes Ashton Hagans is the best point guard in the game, which, I mean, among the college point guards, yeah. I mean, Ashton arguably is the greatest point guard in the game right now. I mean, although he's not a good three-point shooter, he has high basketball IQ. He's a great playmaker, a great defender, a good finisher when he's confident and not thinking twice about whether he should shoot or whether he should drive. Ashton, I think he should win the Bob Cousy Award this year, especially if he keeps playing at a high level. And Nick Richards, yeah, he might win some awards. I don't know, maybe SEC Defensive Player of the Year, but it's going to be a good season, y'all. So if we do lose more games, which we will, don't panic. Everything will be okay. You know, I got to say, I'm disappointed in Louisville, though. I mean, I did not expect y'all to lose to Texas Tech. I was hoping y'all'd stay undefeated until December 28th, so Kentucky could give you the first L. But I guess Kentucky will just have to give you your second L, unless y'all lose again before y'all play Kentucky. But I don't see that happening, so I guess we'll have to settle for giving Louisville their second L. Now, we got a game this Saturday against Georgia Tech. Although they're not great, I mean, they are an ACC team, so we shouldn't underestimate them. I mean, as long as we take care of business and don't play down to our competition, it should be a 10 to 12 point win. Everything should be fine come Saturday, but after this week, we got a tough stretch. We got Ohio State, and then we got to play Louisville at the end of the month. Ohio State is ranked number 3 in the country right now, and Louisville is number 1 until the new AP poll comes out next week. Now, yes, I mean I want us to win both of those games, but if we split those games, I mean I'd rather us lose to Ohio State than to lose to Louisville. We can't lose to Louisville. That's our biggest rival. I mean I done talked so much shit about Louisville. I done throw them the L's down. We gotta win that one. So, yep, Kentucky, take care of business so we can beat Louisville come December 28th. Take care of business so we can continue to move up in the polls because we've been stuck on number 8 the past 2-3 weeks. Even though we've been winning, it's crazy. We've been stuck right there. But I guess that's fine. I mean, I don't want us to be number 1 because everybody who's number 1 ends up losing like a week later. Like let somebody else have that number 1 spot. I just want Kentucky to be number 1 at the end of the season, raising that trophy, cutting the nets. That's what matters the most. It don't matter who number 1 is right now. I mean, the only thing about being number 1 right now is some bragging rights for a few weeks if you win and win and win. Anyways, moving on, I got some shout outs to do to the UK alum that's in the NBA. First one goes out to Anthony Davis of the Lakers the other night against the Magic. He had 16 points, 12 rebounds, and 6 assists. Now, he struggled in that game shooting the ball, but I mean, it was still a good game from him. I mean, he had the double-double. He had the 6 assists. The Lakers are now 22-3, and as long as everybody stays healthy, shoot, Lakers might be the team that wins the NBA Finals. I don't know. Hopefully, AD. I mean, I don't like the Lakers, but I do want to see AD finally win a championship so he can. I want to see AD perform in the playoffs and get a championship so he can start building his legacy. If he's not in the MVP conversation, something's wrong. He might not win it, but hell, he better be a finalist come the end of the season. Next shout out goes to Patrick Patterson of the Clippers. He had 11 and 7 the other night and then went against the Raptors. Now, Patterson is part of the Clippers bench unit, which is the best bench in the NBA. He had a good game. I mean, if he can do this consistently, the Clippers will be dangerous because, hell, yes, not only do you have to worry about stopping Kawhi and Paul George, but then you got to worry about stopping their bench players like Lou Williams and Patrick Patterson and Montrezl Harrell. I mean, even though he went to Louisville, he good, I guess. But, yeah, shout out to Patrick Patterson. Shout out to P.J. Washington of the Hornets. He had 13 and 6 the other night. Now, I got to say, P.J., I'm surprised he's doing so great. Now, I'm not saying this because he's bad. It's just I didn't expect him to make an immediate impact because he's playing for the Charlotte Hornets. I mean, a team that isn't not a good place for young players. I mean, unless you're like really good like Kemba Walker. Because all the guys they've drafted over the years, I mean, they've struggled in Charlotte, except for Kemba Walker. But PJ's actually doing pretty good. I mean, his numbers aren't great. I mean, for the season, he's averaging 12 points and 7 rebounds, which it's not bad for a rookie, but could be. I mean, it could be more. You know what I mean. But his shooting numbers are hella good. 49% from the field, 41% from the 3-point line. P.J. Washington is a testament to Calipari's ability to develop players. Because if he would have not listened to Calipari and entered the draft after his freshman year, who knows? He'd probably be playing in the G League right now instead of tearing it up in the NBA. Next one goes to Karl Anthony Towns. He had a double-double, 21 and 11, but Minnesota lost. Andrew Wiggins, Jared Culver, Robert Covington. Y'all need to help Towns out, man. He can't do it by himself. Give that man some help. Y'all need to step your game up so Minnesota can be a playoff team. I mean, if the season ended right now, yes, Minnesota would be in the playoffs, but you keep losing, you're going to find yourself out of the playoff picture. Next one goes out to Devin Booker. He had a double-double as well, 15 points, 10 assists. He also added 4 rebounds. Devin, yeah, the Suns lost. The Suns are kind of in the same position as the Timberwolves. Right now, if the season ended today, yeah, Phoenix will be in the playoffs, but if you keep losing, you're going to find yourself out of the playoff picture. So y'all help him out too. Shout out to Eric Bledsoe of the Bucks in the victory the other night. Eric had 29 points, 6 assists, and 3 rebounds. Now, Eric, I mean, Chris Middleton, excuse me, he may have the big money, but my personal opinion, Eric Bledsoe is the second best player on the Bucks. Eric is more consistent than Chris. He a better defender than Chris. And he steps it up when need be. Now, sometimes, yeah, he does disappear in the playoffs, but between Eric Bledsoe and Chris Middleton, I think Eric is better than Chris. Next one goes out to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander of the Oklahoma City Thunder. He had 14 points. He also had 4 rebounds and 4 assists. Now, Oklahoma City, surprisingly, is not the worst team in the NBA. When they traded Paul George and Westbrook this offseason, my thought was, oh man, Oklahoma City's gonna be the worst team in the Western Conference. They ain't gonna make. They're definitely not gonna make the playoffs this year, and they're gonna win like 20 games. But I mean, my prediction obviously is wrong. I mean, Oklahoma City is, I believe their record's 11-13. I'm not for sure, but they're not bad. I mean, I don't see them making the playoffs this year, but if they add some pieces, they could be a playoff team within the next year or two. Nerlens Noel, who also plays for the Thunder, chipped in 11 points and 4 rebounds. Gotta give a shout out to Willie Cauley-Stein, even though he plays for the Warriors. He chipped in 7 and 5, but the Warriors lost in overtime to the Knicks. Speaking of the Knicks, shout out to Julius Randle of the Knicks. He chipped in 24 points, 13 rebounds, and 5 assists. Now, I gotta say, I'm shocked that the Warriors are tied with the Knicks for the worst record in the NBA. Now, if y'all paid attention to any of my videos, I'm not a fan of the Knicks or the Warriors. I mean, my favorite team is actually the Dallas Mavericks. But the Warriors being tied with the Knicks for the worst record in the league is a shocker. Now, I get it. They've had some injuries. Curry's out because of a broken hand. Klay Thompson is still recovering from his torn ACL. Draymond Green has been in and out of the starting lineup because of injuries. Me personally, I think Draymond's not really injured. They're just tanking and trying not to make it obvious. D'Angelo Russell, he's also been in and out of the lineup, but I mean, again, I don't know if he's really injured or not. I mean, if they are injured, I hope they get well, but if they're just faking injuries to make it not obvious that they're tanking, ain't nobody falling for that. But yeah, Golden State. Now, if Curry was healthy, yes, they would be better. But even when Curry was healthy, and even when Draymond and D'Angelo were healthy, Golden State was struggling. They got blown out by the Clippers. They got blown out by another good team. They got blown out by the Suns in the game where Curry got hurt. Like, Golden State has dug themselves too far in a hole to get out of. I mean, even if they go on a big winning streak once they get Curry back, they're not going to make it to the playoffs this year. But, I mean, with everybody healthy, they'll definitely be dangerous next year. Now, it doesn't guarantee that they're going to make it back to the NBA Finals, but they'll be dangerous. Oh, almost forgot. I got to give a shout out to Lynn Bowden Jr. of the Kentucky football team. Lynn Bowden won the Paul Hornung Award for the most versatile player in college football. It was well-deserved. I mean, he started off the season as a receiver. He had to play quarterback because Terry Wilson and Sorry Smith both got hurt. He only finished the year with over 1,000 yards rushing. He also added 300-plus yards receiving. I think he had over 200-plus passing yards. Lynn Bowden Jr. deserved the Paul Hornung Award over anyone else, bar none. I got to admit, I'm going to miss Lynn Bowden because he announced his intentions to enter the NFL draft. Now, I don't know where he's going to fall. I haven't heard anything from NFL experts or scouts, but if I was to guess, I'd say Lynn will probably go somewhere between the second and third round. I don't think he'll be first round, but he'll definitely go second. I think he'll be a receiver in the NFL and also play some return specialist. He'll be a dynamic playmaker in the NFL. I'd like to see him play for the Titans. I mean, we could use some extra playmakers. We got A.J. Brown, who's a damn good receiver, who's going to be a star one day. We just need some help. I mean, Corey Davis, he hasn't turned into the star receiver I thought he would be, so I'm not saying get rid of Corey, but we definitely need somebody else in the passing game to take the pressure off of A.J. Brown. And Lynn Bowden Jr. could definitely be that guy. He could also help us in the special teams game because he can return kicks and punts for touchdowns as well. Last but not least, I want to give a shout out to Michael Vick. Now, Michael Vick is not a Kentucky alum, so you're probably wondering why you shouting out Michael Vick. Well, The reason why I'm shouting out Michael Vick is because the NFL decided to honor him at the Pro Bowl and name him an honorary captain. Yeah, no big deal, right? Wrong! It is a big deal. Well, to some people, there was a petition going around. It was signed by over 500,000 people to have Michael Vick removed from the Pro Bowl as an honorary captain. But why though? Why? Why remove him? What'd he do? The the sad thing is people are still upset about Michael Vick for his role in that dogfighting scandal. It's I don't know. You just can't help some people. Look, what Michael Vick did to those dogs was horrible. Don't get me wrong, but that was 12 years ago. Michael Vick is not the same person in 2007 that he is right now. Why are y'all still mad about this? I don't understand it at all. I don't understand why you're still mad. Hell, half the people that signed that damn petition probably don't even watch football, for crying out loud. Now, I'll be honest with you, I signed a petition to keep Michael Vick as the captain. And thankfully, Roger Goodell didn't listen to those who were trying to get him removed, because Roger Goodell said that Vick is still going to be honored. And I'm glad that he is. Like, I really don't get it. I mean, I understand people love their animals. I get it. I'm not saying dogs' lives are worthless, but I'm not putting the life of a dog over another human. I know y'all hate to hear that, but that's just how it is. I don't care if Vic killed 1,000 dogs. I'll still forgive him. And now, if he would have killed another person and got away with it, and the NFL was like, "Oh, we're going to honor Michael Vick as a Pro Bowl captain," then I'd be signing petitions too to get him removed, because you don't kill a person and get honored for it. Like, that's just no. That's a big no. But we talking about some dogs here, man. I'm not saying dogs don't matter. I mean, I know there's a sector of Americans who value the life of animals more than they value the life of other humans, but no, these are dogs, not people. He didn't kill a person, so get over it. I mean, I'm sorry to say it, but get over it. Like, it's funny to me. Those Americans, I'm not pointing out any particular group of people, but there's Americans out there that can't forgive Michael Vick, but those same Americans want us to forgive Amber Geiger for killing Botham Jean in his own house. Like, no, no. Yeah, I'm like, no. Here's the way I see it. If you can forgive Amber Geiger for killing another man in his own house, then there's no excuse for you not to forgive Michael Vick. I don't care if you like what I'm saying or not, but if you can forgive Amber Geiger, then get over yourself and forgive Michael Vick for his role in the dog fightings. He served his time in prison. He spent a year behind bars. I believe he spent another half a year in the house arrest. He lost his endorsements. He lost all that guaranteed money he was going to pay, that he was going to get paid by the Falcons. He paid his debt to society. He doesn't owe you anything. Now, forgive me for sounding angry, but it just bugs me how y'all can't forgive Vic, but y'all can forgive somebody for a crime committed against another human being. Like, that don't make no sense to me at all. It's ridiculous. Michael Vick does not owe you anything. He doesn't owe me anything. Shoot, I'm thinking about buying a Vic throwback jersey just to piss some people off. Michael Vick, let that man live. You don't have to watch the Pro Bowl, and no one's forcing you to watch it. The NFL decided to forgive him. I mean, others have decided to forgive him. So move along. Like, what? Why are you still holding a grudge against Vic? You know, this isn't my words, but whoever said this is right. I mean, if you're holding a grudge against somebody, you're not hurting the person you're grudging against. You only hurting yourself. Like, y'all need to move on, man. Like, yes, he killed some dogs. It's sad, it's horrible, it's unfortunate, but he paid for his crimes. Everyone deserves a second chance in life. Well, unless you killed another person or Unless you're a convicted rapist, then I don't know. You probably don't deserve a second chance in life. But y'all, y'all killing me with that nonsense. Like, there's people out there who honestly think that Michael Vick should be serving life in prison. There's people out there who think he should have got the death penalty for killing some dogs. Like, really? Like, y'all taking y'all love of animals way too far. All right, you know what? Let me calm down because I ain't trying to get too worked up about it. I mean, I've been arguing with some people about this on Facebook. Hell, I even had a Facebook friend be like, "Oh, I don't lost all respect for you. I don't lost all respect for you. I'm not your friend anymore." Okay, I mean, I don't care. It's a dog we're talking about here. He didn't kill another person, so yes, I'm willing to forgive him. If you can't, that's your loss. I mean, I'm not the kind of person to hold grudges, especially if they didn't commit a crime against another person. I can forgive them. Yes, it was heinous, but I forgive them. Again, if you can forgive Amber Geiger, there's no excuse for you not to be able to forgive Michael Vick. But I'll tell you what, I'll be I'll jump on the Vic hate bandwagon when all these crooked cops in America who kill innocent black men get thrown in prison for life. I'll jump on the Vic hate bandwagon when all these pedophiles and rapists get thrown in jail for life for what they do, what they've done to everyone, to other people. I'll join on the Vic hate bandwagon when George Zimmerman gets punished for killing Trayvon Martin. But until then, Vic's got my support, whether y'all want me to support him or not. I'm not asking you to support him. All I'm saying is there's no excuse for you not to be able to forgive him if you can forgive others for crimes committed against men. All right, y'all. It's your man, Deshaun BBN. I'm out. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, Deshaun BBN. Like, comment. Tell me what you think. Y'all have a good Thursday.